Hello, 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 hello. It's me, Mrs. Kasha Davis. How is everybody doing out there in WWW land? WWW means World Wide Web. And that's what goes on your computers and your phones to bring me from my home to yours. And again, my name is Mrs. Kasha Davis, and I am so delighted to be here. Do you know, I decided today to dress up a little bit. Do you like my dress? Isn't it fabulous? My mother, Ellen, oh my goodness, she was such a diva. She would get dressed up just for breakfast. And so I decided today is a wonderful day to get dressed up. A lot of us, all of us, are home right now, and it's fun to dress up, so maybe you can dress up in your fanciest clothes if you get permission from your parents to do that, or maybe you can even dress up in your dress-up costumes or their fancy clothes. I don't know, but it is fun to feel fabulous, because your gift is your smile. It's yours from ear to ear. Your gift is your smile to wear from ear to ear. So when you see a sad or grumpy face, you know just what to do. Give your smile to others. It works for me and you. Oh, it is a time where we have to give our smiles to one another, don't we? Oh, well, I decided that it was good to keep going along and doing these story hours. And if you're enjoying it, please let me know. I hope from our last time we met together that you are helping at home. It is always appreciated from your parents and grandparents if you pick up your toys and you make your bed and you do what you can around the house to help. I always found it fun to do that. Sometimes it's a little bit of a difficult time to get yourself started, but once you get going, the time passes and it's a little bit of fun. Now, I hope you've also been drawing. I know I love to doodle, and to draw, and maybe even write inside a journal. You can take some notes about how you're feeling. And speaking of how you're feeling, I thought this is a wonderful time for us to talk about our feelings in a beautiful book called The Feelings Book, written by Todd Parr. Look at that. There's me and a grumpy face. Let's go through our book, okay? Here it is. The Feelings Book. Sometimes I feel silly. Sometimes I feel cranky. You feel cranky sometimes? Sometimes I feel scared. It's okay to feel scared. Sometimes I feel like standing on my head. Well, I can't stand on my head because this wig, troubles. Sometimes I feel like reading a book under the covers. Ooh, it's nice to be all snuggly under the covers and read a book, especially after you made your bed in the morning. Sometimes I feel like celebrating my birthday. Happy, happy birthday to Andy Pratt. Andy Pratt does the music at Blackfriars Theater. Even though it's not today. Well, it's Andy's birthday today, but in this story, sometimes I feel like celebrating my birthday even though it's not today. Well, you know, you can have a birthday party for yourselves or for your brother or sisters. Sometimes I feel brave. Superhero. Sometimes I feel like looking out the window all day. Look at that cat looking out the window. It's fun to look out the window. The trees and the birds and the people walking by. Sometimes I feel like dancing. Whoop, whoop. Are you having dance parties at home? I hope you are. Oh, it's so much fun to dance in the kitchen. Sometimes I feel like making mud pies. Sometimes I feel like I have a tummy ache. Are you having too many snacks? Because sometimes I will have too many snacks and then I have a tummy ache. Sometimes I feel like holding hands with a friend. Oh, sometimes I feel lonely. That happens when you're by yourself, doesn't it? Sometimes I feel like yelling out loud. Woo, really loud. And sometimes I feel like staying in the bathtub all day long. Well, don't stay there too long because your hands will turn to prunes. Sometimes I feel like trying something new. Are you trying new things at home? I hope you are. Every day is a great day to try something new. This page was written for me. Sometimes I feel like dressing up. Fabulous! It's fun to do dress up. You can play all different characters. Sometimes I feel like doing nothing. And that's okay. Sometimes we need a break, a nap, a rest, to sit and be quiet. Sometimes I feel like camping with my dog. Do you have a fabulous pet at home? Sometimes I feel like crying. And that's okay too. Sometimes I feel like eating pizza for breakfast. Well, that's pretty much every day. Sometimes I feel like kissing a sea lion. Ooh, whiskers. Sometimes I feel like a king, or a queen, or a princess, or a prince. No matter how you feel, don't keep your feelings to yourself. Share them with someone you love. Love, Todd. And Todd is the author of the book. Isn't that nice? You know, a lot of times we get feelings and we don't know what to do with them. And we start to maybe sometimes get angry or scared or cry. And that's okay. One of the best things you can do is sit and talk to somebody about it. You can talk to your parents, your grandparents, or your siblings, your brother or sisters, or your friends. And you know, one of the things I learned from my mother is that it is very good to share your feelings, but a good friend listens. So, as much as you want to share sometimes you've got to listen. Listen to others and listen to how they're feeling. Feelings can get tricky and come out in all different ways. So, give yourself a moment to breathe. You know, I learned recently, if I could, everybody look down at your toes, look down at your pinky toes, and then look all the way up and around from side to side. When I'm feeling nervous, I do that. I look at my toes, I look up, I look side to side, and I think, is everything okay? And if everything is okay, then it's okay. Right here, right now. And I think we're having a lovely time together walking the dog, Max, outside in the neighborhood. Well, don't get worried. I didn't dress like this. I wore sunglasses and feathers, of course. I mean, I was outside. So I was walking Max, and we're walking along, and some kids in our neighborhood had a wonderful idea to write some hopeful, positive, friendly messages in their driveway with chalk. Oh, I was so inspired. I posted those pictures on the www, which again is the World Wide Web, which is Facebook and Instagram. So if you like to take a look at those, take a look. And again, I would love to see your artwork. Share a photo with me in the comments. Somebody in the family will help. And last but not least, when the time is right, I can't wait to see you at Blackfriars Theater, where we do Imagination Station. Oh, we have such a good time. We do a craft, we read a book, we sing songs, we tell stories, and we have characters and all sorts of things. So we look forward to seeing you there at Blackfriars Theater. But for now, big kisses from Mrs. Kasha Davis, and promise me that you'll make it a great day. Mwah. Bye.
Clear.